July 5th, and this field was cut on May 27th. So we're looking at about 6 weeks ago, and I got 95 bales on 7 acres. It's grass field mainly, and on that, so that's about 13 bales an acre. And usually I get a little bit over 50 bales an acre on this 7-acre piece. So we've had about 5 inches of rain now in the last month, so we caught up. And I'm pretty amazed how fast this grass even came on dormancy. Got a lot of the crown vetch coming up. I think that came in when years ago I put manure on this, and I think that's where that came in. So maybe a volunteer legume, I'll take it. I mean, doesn't make the worst hay crop, don't make the best hay crop. But this is due, I bet this right now probably has more than 95 bales here on its second cut. And it's interesting that it even got Timothy that's bolting. And a lot of crown vetch. So I haven't grazed this since about the 15th of May. You can see the line here where I had it fenced off. And because of the rain, I'm amazed that this stuff was brown. I mean brown, even the alfalfa was brown. In the last week, it's grown and went into full bloom. So I'm gonna open it up and graze it. Not a lot of volume here, but I'm gonna graze it based on maturity level. There's a lot of sweet clover coming in, and you wanna get that while it's green. Turns woody and brown, they don't touch it. So here's where I had bales and bale fed, a small little bale feeding setup, and it doesn't always show that stark of a difference, but of course a lot of this is low yield because it got trampled. That's trampling, but not good fertility here anyways, pretty low yielding ground. But I am amazed at how this stuff come back after a drought like that so fast, and even the grasses. Usually them grasses, boy, they stay dormant till August, So maybe they just, these grasses ain't worked very hard the last couple of years. They sure didn't put out much. Maybe they were storing all that energy in their root system. But yeah, here's sweet clover come up after the drought. I didn't really see it in here first grazing at all. A little bit of bull thistle. Knapweed, they'll eat this when it's green before it turns brown. And alfalfa coming right back up. So, I don't know, comes up. Sometimes you get surprised. Sometimes you get some wins in the win column. So, graze it now, and because I was just thinking this stuff's going to sit all summer, I'm not going to get any use out of it. Grazed it in May, and that was it. It was brown. Here's some of that chicory just starting to bloom right there. That's what it looks like with when it bolts. So I took the poly wire down, letting them in all this strip here. So look at that orchard grass. That's what's surprising, that orchard grass come out and started growing that quick. That is really surprising. Last couple years we just had dry. I mean, orchard grass turning brown after first cutting doesn't do a thing. More wild chicory. Apparently they do like. They were in this spot last night. It's kind of the wintering area, and they're eating the pigweed that's coming up after the rain. You can see right there some nipping. Yeah, so they eat the pigweed.